Hello, my lovelies. How are you on this fine evening? Well, I hope you're doing good because you know what? Did fall back? Did we fall back?
Yes, we
Finally. Did. So, we're going to have to do a little of the brown round. So much has been going on, but for me, once I heard the news, but nevertheless, we're going to talk about that when we have Baby Crone. Come on in, Baby Crone. Come on in, Baby Crone.
Yes,
Baby Crone. Baby Crone, before we get started, I need some energy.
Okay.
May I have it? Could you throw it back for me?
Yes, I can.
1, 2, 3. Thank you so much. Woo! I feel energized. So much has been going on. So let's first start this off with the worst of worst. I didn't even want to talk about it. When I heard this last week, I shut down and I just went on a sister wives spree. Mm-hmm. I shut down from anything and everything. I didn't want to be tainted. You had school, but I didn't want to be tainted. I didn't want to be drawn into anything. I just wanted to have peace and grieve, sadly, by myself because it was a travesty to hear that takeoff. Well, we know its name, but we can't pronounce it. I should have looked it up, but I hadn't even wanted to do anything because I really wanted to separate myself from such sadness. Baby, come go ahead, say what you feel on it.
Yes, it is so sad to hear about what happened. It feels very unexpected. Would have never guessed the Amigos.
This is so sad, and wow, and he seemed like he was the most quietest one of them all, right?
Yes, that is very true.
I mean, you hear about Quavo, and you definitely hear about Offset. You know him and Carly and Quavo with Sweeney. Yep. So you hear, but I never even knew when they said his name was Takeoff. I was like, who is Takeoff? And they was like, you said the Migos. I was like, Quavo? I couldn't even get, that's how he just didn't stand out for me. Was it 4 Amigos or it's always been 3?
It's always been 3.
See, there you have it. Even though you see them, but I never ever did. And you know, Baby Crone, we gave a homage to them.
We did.
You want to give it to him, babe?
Yes,
let's give it to him. 1, 2, 3. Straightening, yeah. Rest in peace, my love. Mm-hmm. To you and your family, Takeoff. We hope that we know you all right, and we just send our love and our peace to your family. Love. So let's go on to some better news.
Okay, well.
Hey, we did that. we did that. We love the Amigos. We was doing that once before.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you watched Kenya Moore in a movie recently.
Yes, it was, what was the name? Taurus?
Yes, Taurus.
It's a French name. Mm-hmm. And it was about these 3, it was like having a threesome. Anyway, I was looking at it because, I adore Kenya Moore, you know this. So I was looking to see if she really could act. She had me crying. She had me screaming, but had me believing and feeling sorry. She pulled me into that character. Yes, it was one of them B movies, one of them black movies, but it's not one of them. It was an old one at that, but it held a punch. If you ever have it, do you have the name of it?
Have the name of what?
The movie, Taurus.
Yes, Taurus.
Could you spell it?
Trois.
Again. Now you could just put it right there.
Okay.
Please, if you get a chance, watch it. Hey, and comment below. Let me know what you think about it. I thought it was good. I think I got it on Prime. It was shown on Prime, I believe. But it was very, very good. I think Taurus is a French word. I know that much. And it means threesome. So it's so good. And let me say this thing. Let me say this one thing. Because, I watched it early in the morning, like around about 4 o'clock in the morning. So the thing about 3:34, it was early in the morning. The thing about it is, how you have, I'm trying to think of something that I would have experienced. A bug. And every time you try, you miss it. And when it goes, you think you got it and it pops back up again. That's what this was like for me. Because, and that's all I'm going to say. Please, if you get a chance, look at it. And tell me, was she not a very good, they all were good. But she is a very good actor. As a matter of fact, one of the male actors, you see him in all kinds of stuff. So, if you get a chance, it's a good movie. Kenya Moore, thumbs up to you, girl. All right.
Yes, speaking of Kenya Moore.
Okay. Every time you say Kenya, I want to say Kenya Moore, hair care.
So on January 4th of next year, there's going to be a new reality show that we had saw Kenya Moore in called Special Forces, World's Toughest Test.
I don't know why that would be her though, because she is like that, but I just don't like to see my Kenya Moore being a man. It just seems so masculine to me and sweaty.
It felt like boot camp.
No, it didn't seem like boot camp to me. It was like, I can't say what I want to say. It was like mud camp, lost camp, destitute camp, starvation camp, hunger camp, throw up camp. That's what it was like for me. It's like being in the dirtiest of the grimiest of the trying to psychologically psych yourself out to be like what, a sniper or something special force in the military.
Yes.
With a crash course. No, I'm too girly for that. No, I was so disappointed to see my Kenya, but I'm always rooting for her, and I will be watching. So I love her. So she can't do no wrong at my book. She can act. I would love this. I just can't imagine. She says she's doing it for her daughter. She's a lie. She's doing that for herself because she probably needs to feel like I can do it. I can do all things with strength within myself. I knew you thought I was going to say something else, but I fooled you. Go ahead.
All right. Just to quickly get the rest of the bad news out.
Go ahead.
Well, good news. Paul Pelosi just recently
her husband.
Yep. He was hospitalized for 6 days and he just recently been released.
Somebody busted in their house, so it said, and bashed them in the head.
With a hammer.
With a, woo. Oh, what times?
Yes, and it was allegedly 2 a.m. too.
Oh, somebody hated him. Oh my God. Shivers.
Yes. And lastly, for the sad news, Brittany Griner went to go appeal for her 9-year prison sentence and she was rejected.
No.
So, sounds like she's got to live out those 9 years in the Russian prison.
Yeah.
Sorry,
you
Brittany.
can do it, Brittany. Poor Brittany.
Yeah.
You can do it, Brittany. And, peace to your family. Is there anything else?
No, that's it.
So
for
we're
the
going to
bad
have to give
news.
some prayers up. Come on now. Come on.
Yes.
One more. And one more. Oh, we got to do one more for the audience, for our followers. Somebody may be going through something.
Yes.
This is for you personally.
Yes.
Come on, give it to
sick
me.
and the shut-in.
Yes. The sick and the shut-in. It is for you. Definitely. So anyway, let's go on.
Yes, so next we have, on lighter news, Cher was spotted with a supposed new boyfriend. They were holding hands. They are literally a 40-year difference. She is 76 and he is 36. And his name is Alexander Edwards and he's apparently a music producer.
How old is he?
36.
And how old is she?
76.
Let me say something. What's his name?
Alexander Edwards.
Don't you kill that woman. You hear me? Don't you throw that woman back out. You be gentle. She's fly. She is. Don't you hurt her. You hear me? That's all I got to say about that. She is a mess. She's a card, isn't she? My God.
Nextly.
Too much for me. Whoo, shy. He is a good looker too. Go ahead. Now, go on.
Next,
My God. Okay, I'm over.
Dwayne Wade's ex-wife is saying that their transgendered child should wait until they're mature enough to decide on changing their gender and name. Which I agree, be more mature. Why stunt your puberty too early?
Okay, this is how I feel about that. This is all I'm going to say about this because, can I be honest?
Mm-hmm.
I really don't give a damn about this story. I really don't. I mean, I think we done did everything we can with this story, with this poor little kid that's tossed in the middle. He's just one of a million kids. He just happened to be a rich and belong to famous people kid. At the end of the day, this kid, Zion, done changed his name
To Zaya.
Zaya, and this kid wants to be a little girl. Okay, no, now not a little girl, I'm sorry, a teenager now.
Yes.
So this fight has been going on for a while. Now, my question is, if you, mama, look, I don't know the circumstances, don't come after me, I'm just saying how I feel about it, all right? Now, you got all this to say, I just want to know, what happened when you don't even have your child? That's what I want to know. Now, I know I can go digging and looking, but I'm not that interested. My point is, you should have thought about that before you lost your child like that, the liberties or the say to your child when it went to the baby father. What was his name? The Wade?
Yes.
So now, Gabrielle, you know she artsy. Come on now. You can't go into another woman's home and demand what you want. You lost your rights in that. I don't know what's the roundabout of the story. I could be wrong, so let me say my opinion only. So I don't want to know the story. If you want to comment below and say blah, 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 that's what happened. I'm glad to read it, but I'm not going to go deep because at the end of the day, you can't go in a strong person's house and say, do it my way. You lost some rights, sis, and whatever that is and however that happened, this is the cost you pay. If the little boy or the little girl is happy, God bless them. Look, I agree with you. I think the child should be 18 years old before anything is done. That is my opinion, where they're hitting their way out of high school. That's what I think. However, I'm not that little boy, and I'm not that little boy parents. And you know what? Thank God. Let me get myself a clap. Hallelujah. That don't belong to me. Woo, child. It don't belong to me. Not my problem. And next.
Next, the news is just all over the place with the Kardashians and Pete Davidson. Has he had another breakdown after seeing Kim? They're saying, Kim is saying, no, we was never together. We are just friends.
You was caught coming out of both of you was whining and pining over it. You missed it. You missed it. You missed that stick. You missed it. You missed it. And let me tell you, I already said that she was going to get him back. Just lay a little low. They probably been talking on the phone, allegedly. Look, I don't know about them, and I really don't care about them either. And the only reason why this story is running rampant because I'm just a little late on Hot Topics, and this is just a quick recap. At the end of the day, he went in his trailer, acted like a little boy, had a temper tantrum, threw his stuff all over the place like a little old boy because he had just been with Kim. Now, I had told you before to leave her alone that if you go back, she was going to mess with your head. Now, I done already prophesied, or if they call it prophesied, or seeing, or whatever, I already told you. Even then, I said they're going to get back together, and when she do, she's going to drop them. Nobody drops the great Kim Kardashian.
Are you
kidding me? I'll get back with you just for principle's sake only. Lay a little bit, got her her stock, lock, whatever, filled, the little bang bang and a boom boom and the bang bang bit, and little titties rub, little things like that. And little tongue action, got what she needed. And creeped on out that hotel and came back with, this is not a good idea. I just don't. Thank you very much. And the $13 candle, people try to make a lot of things out of that. Honey, I thought that was nice. A $13 candle. Don't buy me one. But I'm just saying, I think he gave her the $13 candle with a whole lot of roses. That was in front of it. So,
yes.
Anyway, he just needs to grow up and play in his own backyard. In other words, deal with your own age. Leave that old woman alone. She an old woman to you. She an old woman. Leave that old woman alone. She what, 13, 14 years older than them? She an old woman. She an old woman to him. What about you? If you was dating somebody that's 40 years old?
Yes, that is
She,
definitely
I been done stole her. What you talking about? The old, young to me. That's whippersnapper to me. But for you, he old. You be like, what you doing with that old man? Well, anyway, what else?
Yes. Lastly, in the Kardashian news, Kris Jenner had her birthday. I believe her birthday was November 5th, so it was just recently passed. Mm-hmm. And the theme she had was dress your best, Kris.
Well, I think that lady is funny. I mean, she is for me. So, y'all, you all know I like Kris Jenner. I'll get on her now, but I don't really mess with her because she's older and I respect her. And no matter what, you know, you gotta respect a woman. To start from zero. I mean, she had money and all, but just start a dynasty. Just off of a porn tape from her daughter. She orchestrated that and got away with that for damn near, 20 years?
Yes.
Come on, I don't think it's right, and I'm not glorifying her by no stretch of the imagination, because you all know that my problem has never been with anybody or nobody but Kim.
Yes.
Kim. So, you know, I think she's a traitor. I could go on and on and on. I think that when it came down to Kanye, that even though you don't like what he's doing, you should never talk against your baby's father. No matter what. What? Because it's your baby father. And kids grow up and listen to that stuff and they take it out on you. You just don't do that. And all this, and you wouldn't betray him. You know, just things she does. She has no respect. But you know what? Mighty has those has fallen. So her days are numbered, you know. So, you know, I was surprised that Halloween that she went to Ross. I forgot the lady, Ellen Ross, whatever her name is, Donna Ross' daughter, the light-skinned one with the big eyes, the poppy eyes. I can't think of her name. Anyway, she went to our house dressed like an avatar.
Oh, yes.
She was the only one dressed. See, look at stuff like that. She had to feel like a big jackass. She had to then. But nevertheless, she looked good though.
Yeah, she did look good.
She looked good in her frail self. She looked frail and bony. She looked good in it. She looked like a species, a cat. That's why she picked it. You know, anything to show that body, that little tiny body.
I was thinking that.
She gonna do it. You know it. And when she do, she gonna do it big. And also, I love the way that Kylie dressed like the Bride of Frankenstein. And you got to show the pictures. So we late, but you know what? We ain't that late, okay? So, yes. I mean, it was all good. It was all good. This was last weekend, right? Mm-hmm. Last weekend?
Yeah, last weekend, literally. Wow. Yeah.
It just seems so long ago, you know?
Yeah. So now we're moving on to the internet.
I feel so geeked up. I feel so high, like full of energy. I don't know why.
Oh, I know why.
Why?
There's a lunar eclipse tomorrow morning.
Oh my God! Yes, this got me. This is good. This is sending out good vibration. I feel really, really giddy and happy. I don't know. Gotta look into that.
Yes, and if you want to view the lunar eclipse, it is visible from North America. And if you want to know what time to view it, it starts at 5:16 in the morning, Eastern Standard Time.
I will be there.
So you can just Google that time to whatever time you are, Central Time or Western Time, and it will give you the time of day when you
I have
view
a question. I have a question.
Yes.
Now, from our angle, the moon is right there in our backyard.
Yes.
I don't have to, I mean, it looks like a big, what? It's big. It looked like a Earth.
Yes,
That's how
it
big
does.
it is. It can be frightening, especially when it does its things and changes its colors.
Mm-hmm.
And the way that it orbits around my house. It's like a sundial. In the morning it's over there, in the evening it's over here, a certain time of night it's there, and then it's there, then it's, it's just amazing. So anyway, I want to know,
Okay.
will it still be that way, or will it drift out further? Or will I just be able to go out and just look up and...
I was just
How's
thinking
that?
about that just now when you was talking
Okay,
about it.
okay.
Because if it is at 5:16, that's when it starts.
Okay.
So that's not when it's reached its peak. It's going to take about 45 minutes for it to reach its peak.
Right,
So that
right.
means about 6 o'clock in the
Mhm.
morning-ish, Eastern Standard Time, the moon will be reaching...
Be over there.
Yes, just
It'll be making its way over there.
Yes, making its way
Because
to
I
get
think
ready
about
to
8
set.
o'clock, about 8 o'clock. No, from 8 o'clock, it's over here.
Yes.
It's over here. By 8 o'clock, it's over there. By before 8, it's over here, making its way around. Wait a
Yes.
minute. I'm getting confused in the direction of my own house.
No, I know what you mean though.
I don't know where I'm at. Forget that. Okay.
But yes, it will be for us closer to the horizon, so I'm not sure if we will have a blockage of trees.
I have a song for you.
Okay.
Hey, sister soul, sister gold, sister, hey, sister. You look so beautiful.
Thank you.
Right on. You look gorgeous. Go
Thank
ahead,
you.
go ahead. You wearing that 70 look. You look good.
Thank
look good.
you.
You look good.
So moving on to entertainment news. Look out for the lunar eclipse, everyone. So firstly, Selena Gomez just recently released a documentary about her mental health called My Mind and Me. And she also made a song with the exact same title, and I listened to it. It was pretty good. It was just her talking about her mental health and how she deals with it. So that was a little bit about Selena Gomez. Still keeping on the topic of music, Taylor Swift is #1 currently with her song Anti-Hero. But really, most of her songs from her album is dominating the top 20, so she's basically popular and trending right now. Which, I'm going to have to listen to the album now, because I
You have to listen to her.
Yeah.
Just tell me this, because I know it has to do with those, what do you call those queens?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they male or women. I just know they men dress up like women. I don't know. Are they still called drag queens?
Yes, they are.
Okay, so yes.
Yes.
So she's making a statement. You know, one thing about Taylor, she keeps in the know.
That's
No
true.
matter how corny her music may be. No, really. She
It
make
can be corny.
I wouldn't even be surprised if this just have a dumb, just something stupid, like something senseless. But to keep current, it isn't no need in putting a whole lot of thought and stuff.
Right.
Why? Because people ain't going to listen to it. They just want to move, or they want you to entertain them.
But the name of her album is called Midnight, and the theme is songs that she written after midnight.
See?
So
Now, you know, it's something she don't even think, that don't even make, it's like, was she 12? No, just think about it. What, she 12? Me?
I didn't think about that.
So that, she,
You're right. Nextly, we're gonna talk about
after midnight.
yes, we're gonna talk about Lindsay Lohan.
Oh, yes.
November 10th, which is just in 3 days, she has a Netflix Christmas movie coming out called Falling for Christmas. It is kind of corny because the theme of it is she's this rich heiress woman, but she lost her memory, and now this person that passed her on the street takes her in and tries to
Rehabilitate or help her. Or
and stuff like that. It's basically a spin-off of a very classic movie just with a Christmas theme.
Well, let me say one thing about Lindsay Lohan. Say what you want. She's a very good actress.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna watch it.
She's a very good actress. I mean, I've seen her in some weird movies. I've seen her in good movies. I mean, it's just what she played in. At the end of the day, she's a very good actress, and I'm not going to take that from her at all.
And she got married this July.
Wow. Wow. Yes. How old is she now? 32, 33?
I'll look that up. That is a good question.
You know, she just, like so many people, so many young stars fell through the cracks of Hollywood, and I hope she brings it back and get her act together, because she took a big fall, a huge fall.
Yes. She is 36.
36 years old, yes, still.
Yes.
Yeah, she's not 40. She might have a baby. So, good luck. Remind me to read on her.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Remind me.
Yes, because she did post some stuff saying that she has a supportive husband and she's been having a good support group of friends and family.
She deserves it. We all deserve love and happiness. Love and happiness. Okay, I'm just so giddy. It's that moon. I'll know tomorrow.
Yes, and lastly, in entertainment news, even though this really isn't entertainment, it's more like business. Elon Musk.
That's your guy. That's your guy.
Yes.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
He recently bought Twitter and laid off nearly 4,000 employees.
Was it 4,000? I thought it was 500.
No, it's really estimated to be like 3,700 and something, but they rounded off for dramatic purposes of saying 4,000.
Okay, that's a lot of folks.
Yes. And because of this, the reason why he fired them is because...
Did he fire them, or did they choose to go?
No, he laid them off. Like, he said that people that worked at Twitter, they woke up that morning to not being able to have access to...
Well, why? Didn't you say he gave them a choice?
No, he did not give
them a choice. Okay, so what happened? What happened?
Well, first off, Elon Musk has been talking about, for months now, buying Twitter.
And that's just one opening, and this is what Kanye, and this is what and Baby Crone and so many other people. This is what Candace Owens and, oh my God, Drink Champs. I can go on and on. I just can't. April Butcher.
Yes.
I can't. It's so. I can't name them all.
Yes.
It's so many people fighting for the freedom of speech. Not dog people with lies and deception. Not that, mess. Not that. But to be able to speak your truth and how you feel and not down somebody else. I'm all for it.
Yes.
I'm all for, and also TGIF. Yes, what my girl?
Claudia.
Yes, and Funkin and what's his name?
Al.
Yes, I can't go on. T.S. Madison.
Yes. So
even Tasha K. I mean, oh my God, this is what he's done is huge.
Yes, because it is honestly getting ridiculous with censorship. And with the way Twitter's been going, just recently before Elon Musk bought Twitter, you couldn't search up White Lives Matter because it was considered anti-black. So therefore Twitter was just like, nope, we don't want no part of this. You can't talk about this. And Elon Musk is just like, if you guys behind Twitter are not up for freedom of speech, I'm gonna fire the people that I think are holding Twitter back. Like, he fired some accountants, some people that was working with finances, fired some CEOs. So he was like serious about letting people go so that way Twitter can have freedom of speech.
And you know what? I'm not for dogging out people and lying on people. I'm not for that. But just to think, if you could speak what you feel, don't have to be killed, shot, beat down. And guess what? If you don't like what the person's saying, you could just go on to the next.
Exactly.
And let them, it's enough room for everybody here. It's room for everybody to have a voice and to be heard. There is someone to listen to you.
Yes.
You know?
And I feel like Twitter should be a place that is not censored.
I think that YouTube should be like that.
That too, but apparently Twitter's a good amount of places where things trend and where people get a lot of news, and it's also very businessy, so a lot of companies have Twitters.
Right.
So they
Right.
post out like SpaceX or Google, they
Right.
post out things out there to share. So
Mhm.
that's another way of getting your news. And if you're censoring news, therefore people aren't getting the information they need to, and you're defeating the purpose of Twitter, which is getting your news. And therefore it's just becoming like the TV news, where you have to start picking and choosing where you want to find your information because of the Twitter censorship. So this fixes the problem.
Yeah, it's going to get bigger. I mean, it's sad that someone could say something and take it out of context, like with Kanye.
Yes.
Come on, like he really was going to go over there and bomb up Israel. That's just idiotic. But that's what happens when you have people that's living in anger or living in that past. My people. Same thing with Black Lives Matter. Just exhausting. So
Yes.
that's all I gotta say about that.
True, but we're going to end off our last little bit of news with Kanye. That was a good segue, with him saying that he's going to be taking a 30-day sabbatical.
Told you. Did I call it? He was going to shut down. He was going to burn himself completely out. And I know he must have lit, what is this, Twitter?
Yes,
He
Twitter.
must have lit Twitter up like a cannonball, saying whatever he want to say. I can't help it. He just talked out. Like, he already been walking up, going to places, being on shows. People call it the apology tour. Yes, it was an apology tour in one way, but it wasn't like I'm apologizing for what I said. It's more like I'm apologizing for what I said because of my ignorance and not looking at it from your point of view.
Yes, and that's self-reflection, which is a good thing.
Yes. So, the one thing that I don't know about you that I adore about Kanye is that he's humble enough to say he's sorry, and not for publicity and not for the money, but because he really reflected and had a conversation with him and his God, and he felt that he was wrong. And you're right, sometimes you could be right, but your deliverance or your attitude about it can be wrong. And I think that he's not taking anything away from Black Lives Matter. No, he still believes that, and he still believes White Lives Matter too. But what he is saying is, I didn't look at it from your point of view.
Yes.
And so that's it. So what else? So
That
don't
was
get
it.
me talking about Kanye. So there's nothing else we have to say. This is all we had to do on the big brown round.
Yes, it was.
That's it.
Uh-huh.
Go ahead.
Yes, we went through it all.
Oh my goodness. Well, you know what? I so much thank you, my loves, my little crones, my munchkins, and what?
Chickens.
Well, we're so glad that you came. Please join us. Please subscribe.
Yes.
And what else? Comment below. Oh, by the way, I didn't talk about the Housewives of Potomac because I'm getting ready to do that as soon as I end this. And I didn't talk about the Housewives.
My sister.
Oh, don't
Yes.
get me on Cody. Don't. Fan me, babe. Fan me. No, you're going to have to fan me. Whew. I can't talk about the fan me. I can't talk about it. I can't talk about Cody, my Cody. Oh, Lord. Well, anyway, that's all I got to say. Join me, please.
Yes.
Subscribe. Vote us up. Thumbs up.
Yes.
And what else?
Subscribe. and
Subscribe.
comment.
Keep us relevant. We love you and we thank you.
Yes. And don't forget to look up to the moon.
Look up tomorrow. All right? Ciao.
Bye.